Welcome back to Pain Free with Pam, and I am so glad that you're here where I am giving you great movements to help your back get stronger and more flexible so that you can get out of back pain. I'm Pam Ramey, and as a Pilates trainer for over 20 years, I have had the great joy of helping countless people get out of back pain, myself included, and that's what I want to do for you. And I've developed a very simple method called the 4 pillars of back health, which are strength, flexibility, directional movements, the directions in which we move our spine, and posture. And today we are going to camp out in that third pillar, which is directional movement. And your spine was created to move in more ways than just forward. But we get stuck here, don't we? We get stuck just going forward. And today we're going to talk about moving your body sideways. Sometimes it's called a side bend, or it's called lateral flexion of the spine. So we're going to use a chair. I'm going to have you sit at the edge of the chair and put your feet flat on the floor and sit nice and tall. Sit nice and tall out of your hips. You're going to place one hand on the chair. Let's say that left hand is on the chair, and then sweep your right arm up and over your head. And as you do that, keep your breastbone open and press down into your right hip, because if the hip comes up, then you lose opposition, and you need opposition to really get the most bang from your back out of a stretch. So you're going to reach up, you're going to hold that maybe for 10 seconds, float that right arm down, and then do the same thing on the other side. There's so much going on with this stretch. There is so much goodness in this lateral flexion of the spine. First of all, you are literally lifting your rib cage up away from your hips. So you're stretching right here. This muscle, which gets really tight, is called your QL, or your quadratus lumborum, and it can make your back very, very tight. So we're stretching this muscle right here. Also, the further you reach, you are getting inside those ribs, those muscles that lace your rib cage together, those intercostal muscles, you're stretching them. And not only does that give you more mobility in your spine, but it also helps with your breathing. It does. It helps with your breathing. And when might you want to throw in some lateral flexion? I would say do it every day. Do it every day. Even if you're just doing a couple of these, just a couple of these just to release some tension, sitting at your desk at work. That's a great time to do this. If you're watching TV, you're streaming your favorite show, go ahead and throw in, sit at the edge of the bed, sit at the edge of the chair, sit at the edge of the couch, and bend sideways. Also, this helps with your mobility. It's very, very functional. Reaching up, grabbing things out of the cupboard, reaching over, and it's very functional. It increases your the mobility of your spine. So you want to do lateral flexion. Put it in your day. Try to put it in your day every day. And remember that God has created your back to heal itself naturally with the proper movement. And I am here to give you that proper movement. And I'm so glad that you joined me today on Pain Free with Pam. If you would be so kind to like and share and subscribe to our video, we would be so grateful for that. And I hope you have an awesome day and can't wait to see you next time. Bye-bye.